Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Very nice, very good morning for all of you, and may the Triple Gem bless you. We are meeting again in Kinithulagala Forest Monastery and through our YouTube channel. One person has asked a question from us, and we thought of giving an answer for that question as our thought of the day. What is the relationship between Buddhism and nature? A good question. They are asking very nice questions, very logical questions about Buddhism. Everybody can understand something, recognize, learn something from these answers. As I know, as I have learned, I will explain different things in this. What is happening in this? What is the relationship between Buddhism and nature? To have a relationship between two things, they must be separate two things. So yes, there are relationships between Buddhism and nature, but I would say like this: the Buddhism and nature are not two separate things. So then they are. How can we talk about relationships? It's on just one, nature and Buddhism. Only the difference is the nature we observe, we see things according to our abilities, but nature is not limited to that range. It is more than that. Buddhism is explaining these invisible things according to the wisdom of Supreme Buddha. Supreme Buddha saw everything in the nature, everything, each and everything, and he was explaining us, this nature is like this, the human mind is like this. We cannot see our mind, we cannot see some of the things in the nature. So we are helpless in that case, because even the science and technology went to up to the rocket science, there are things we cannot see. We have to accept that. The things we can see from our eyes, the things we can hear, the smell, the taste and the touch, the senses, there are limitations. To overcome these problems, we have created different machines, tools like binoculars, microscopes, telescopes like instruments. But even there are different limitations are there when we observe the things. Supreme Buddha, more than 2500 years ago, he was a great scientist who saw each and everything in this, all the phenomena in this nature, the universe. And he taught us, especially not only the outside, but inside. Who can recognize inside things, impurities, and how to make it pure and clean your mind? That is nature. We have forgotten, we have neglected ourselves, but Supreme Buddha gives more attention to our mind. So when you take that, the nature wise, most of the children in these days, they have forgotten about the nature because of these mobile phones and computers. They used to observe, watch all these things through, and the nature and the childhood has become separate two things, unfortunately. But when you observe a range of mountains, the ocean, the way the flower is blooming, the way the butterfly is coming out of the cocoon, it gives you a lot of patience, and also you may become very creative. Poets and artists, singers, different creative people, even scientists are created by the nature. When the child is using the mobile phone in his childhood, he will blunt, he will lose all his creativity and become a very useless person in the future. Most of these technicians, scientists, they are scientists today because in their childhood they observed the nature without all these instruments. So the nature is something very nice. We have to know there are limitations of our eye, we cannot see a lot of things. So for an example, I will give you like this. This robe, I can see it brownish, reddish brown, any other color, but the way you recognize, reddish brown. So this white sunlight or any other flashlight comes to my robe and reflects reddish brown to my eye. My eye is having a sensing place, like we call in medical science they call retina. It is having sensing cells, rod cells and cone cells. These cells are recognizing this as reddish brown because it is in the range of my spectrum. Vibgyor, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, likewise this range. It is in this range. But science has invented, there are colors, not colors actually, they are light rays, above red, infrared, and this side violet, not violet, ultraviolet. We are unable to see these colors, so then science have proved we cannot see everything. Just imagine there is an organism or any other being here in front of me, beside, and it is reflecting ultraviolet or infrared rays to the environment, reflecting all the rays are absorbed. So we cannot see that. As we cannot see, we cannot say there is no beings we cannot see, and invisible. There are beings invisible. That's why Supreme Buddha explained about Bhuta, Preta, Yakka, these devils and ghosts, gods and Brahma. In gods are there in God heavenly realms, and Brahma they are there in Brahma realms. There are different worlds, but we cannot see those. Supreme Buddha saw all these things and he explained. Even the hearing. So we can hear 20 to 20,000 hertz. More than that we cannot, and less than that we cannot. But there are animals like dogs, even especially a bat, they can hear more than that, a range, big range. So as we cannot hear, we cannot say there is no any other sound rather than we can hear. There are a lot of sounds in the world, unless we use any other instrument, you cannot hear, or else we have to improve our wisdom by doing meditation. Likewise, Supreme Buddha did. We can practice meditation and improve our wisdom, develop our wisdom, and see most of those things and hear these sounds by using divine eye, divine ear. But it takes a long time. You have to pay more attention and give a big effort to do that. So in Dhamma, in doctrine, in this Thripitaka, you can learn those things, the gods, heavenly realms, Brahma realms, and the hell, different animals and things we cannot see and we cannot hear, by using the knowledge of Supreme Buddha. We have to have good confidence about Buddhism, Buddha, Dhammaratna and Sangharatna. Then you can learn those things. And when we take the universe, around the sun, there are a lot of planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Likewise, Supreme Buddha saw all these things and explained about these things in different sutta, like Chakravarti Sihanada Sutta, Aganya Sutta. He explained, and this what is happening in the future, how many suns will rise in the future, how this world destroyed and created again. It's not creating, it's happening, that phenomena naturally. These things are explained in the Noble Doctrine. You can learn those things. This nature is very beautiful. You must be able to observe these things, and there are limitations. You must understand. Supreme Buddha explained each and everything to us for us to learn. It is more than, it is above the science. Even the rocket science is very small, is a small child when you compare to the knowledge and the wisdom of Buddha. So by accepting this, when you learn, one day you will realize the nature and Buddhism are not two separate things. It's related, as well as those two are one thing. We have to understand that, the nature, the universe and the Buddhism. So giving that answer, I hope you got something to your life to improve your qualities and to have a nice day, nice week, nice month, likewise to have a nice life. This Buddha's teachings are very important. So be with the nature, enjoy the nature, you will have a beautiful life. Have a nice day. Thank you.